everybody, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to be playing with the Spellbinders Large Die Kit of the month for the month of May, and it is a pop-up cake for your card. So basically it just pops up either probably on the outside. I would say the inside might be a little bit much, but I'm going to show you how to put these together if you are a subscriber to this kit, or if you're going to be. So I'm showing you all the dies out, lots of dies. So basically it comes with the two cake pieces, the inside or inlay, if you will, die cut for that to make those really fun shapes. And then it comes with every number and the letters U, R, a heart, and a hashtag or a pound sign. When I was growing up, it was called a pound sign. Now it's a hashtag. So anyway, it's in there. And also some candles, some banners, some flowers. So lots of fun stuff to play with. So I am going to be showing you basically how to put this together, show you a couple examples. It's very simple to do. You just have a lot of pieces to work with. So this is how I do die cutting on my Gemini Junior. I have to lay down my dies and then put my paper over it. Because my old die cutting machine, I can kind of lay everything out with the dies facing down, and now they have to face up. So I know you could probably tape them to your cardstock, but glitter cardstock is really hard to tape. So if you guys have any ideas for me, let me know. So here I am figuring out how I want this to say, I love you, because that is the normal sequence of that phrase. I love you, okay? Let's just remember that as I start to put together my card here. I'm starting to glue, just taking some Nouveau glue in my precision tip, and I'm putting down the I first, because that's the first letter. And then, for some reason, I'm thinking I'm working with the heart, and I'm working with the letter U. And in fact, the U itself doesn't want to stay, because it's like, Mary, I don't belong here. I don't feel at home here. It falls off the paper. And nope, I'm like, no, you little pesky bugger. I'm going to put you right back on there, and you're going to stick because that's where you have to go. All right, so I put this card together, and it says, I, you love. So I don't know if Yoda is sending out this card or what's happening, but that's exactly how I glued this bad boy down. In fact, oh, and there we go, I took a coffee break. Maybe that might help. It doesn't. So in fact, I'm getting ready this morning. I did this card, I don't even know when, maybe the night before. I'm getting ready this morning to go to work, and Adia goes, Mommy, I love your card, it's so pretty. And she runs up to me, she goes, except you put I, you love. So I said, I looked at her, I was like, oh, that's recorded that way. Like, that's legit happening. I don't know what I'm going to do. So we laughed about it, and then I decided I should probably go try to fix it. So you'll see in the still photos, I pulled off the letters and I glued them down to the paper so they're flat. So it's not popping up out of the cake like this little fun business right here, but I fixed it at least. At least it makes some coherent sense. So you can see how I'm putting this card together. It's really simple. They made score lines on the cake pieces so that you could bend them, put tape on them, and then put them down on your paper so the pop-up action happens. And you can make it as popped up as you want or as flat. So it's really great. And then I'm taking some glitter cardstock. This first one's more like a wedding-ish kind of theme. And I cut a rectangle out of that glitter cardstock because no one's going to see the inside of that. And you know me, I don't like to just have glitter cardstock rotting away underneath, not being used. So I'm going to place my panel on top. Let me tell you, this card making extravaganza, I just was contemplating giving it all up. So I pulled paper off of my pattern paper with some tape. And so now I have to fix it on the left-hand side with some embellishments. I didn't plan on putting those flowers there on the sides, but sometimes, what do we say? An accident is an opportunity to embellish, and I went for it. I'm taking out my corner rounder here with my cardstock. This is my card base, and I'm using Nina 110 for that. I know I did a card base review, and I tried out a whole bunch of other good stuff, or at least 2 other brands, and they were awesome. However, I have Nina 110 that's going to last me 2 years, so you'll be hearing me say that quite a bit. So I got to use my stuff. Okay, so that's the finished card right there. In the proper sequence, I love you with the heart. So that was a lot of fun to do and to figure out. If it wasn't for Adia, you guys would be seeing still photos of the wrong card, or at least the card misspelled. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to show you the second one I made, not the process because it's the same exact thing, except I put the flowers as almost like little icing around the cake. And so I put "You are 10. These are Adia's favorite colors. She will be 10 in August. And so I made her a card. I think I'm going to make her a few cards actually for her birthday. It's going to be like a birthday week. Every day she gets a card. And so glitter cardstock, some shimmer cardstock, and the same exact concept that I just did. Except I must have had a couple more sips of my coffee by this point because I actually spelled it correctly. I'm moving on to the third card, which I think is probably my favorite. I'm not going to do a pop-up birthday cake on this one. I am going to, oh, did you see that action right there? I slapped my magnetic plate down on top of my dies and thought that was pretty cool. Listen, I'm setting trends all over the place. Okay, here I'm taking my heart die. I have heart dies in my stash. So I grabbed one and I'm going to do a rainbow on this heart. And I'm going to use my makeup brushes for this. So I showed you in real time here because I wanted to show you how easy it is to build up this color. And then before I wipe it off on my microfiber cloth, I'm actually going to wipe it on the white or on my mat. And this way, well, there's two reasons. So you can put the ink on, get it on your makeup brush and put it onto the mat, and that will work it into the fibers. And then use it. After that, to get excess off, I'm putting it on the mat because I want to pick it up with a Distress Oxide watercolor piece because I want to use that later on. Again, my frugality is showing all throughout this video. So I'm going to work at this a little bit because I want a nice, soft, even blend, but I want to clean up my mat in between because I don't want to cross-contaminate my makeup brush. And I'm using the same makeup brush the whole time. So this is proof that you don't need to buy a ton. If you see one of these at the the local store and it's one per pack and you pick it up, try it out. You can use it for multiple colors. You don't have to have one for each color. So I just kept using the same one over and over. And you can buy them in packs. I'll link packs of 10 for super cheap prices, but you don't have to. So once I get that done, I'm spritzing with water. I'm grabbing some Tim Holtz Distress Watercolor cardstock, and I'm just going to pick up the ink that's on this mat. I like the way that this looks, and I also just don't want to waste if I don't have to. I'm taking some Shimmer Spritz, and I am going to just pounce or dab some of that Shimmer Spritz all over, and you can't quite see it yet until I pick it up. Now here's a risky game. I went at this with a dirty paper towel. I don't recommend that. Recommend clean paper towel so you don't get extra ink on there. And then I cut out the banners and the hashtag and the heart and you. So we're going to do hashtag love you. And I'm going to keep them white because I thought that was fun. I wanted the heart, the rainbow heart to be the star of this card for sure. And so I just decided to keep that white, clean and simple on the front, which I've never actually done before. So I was pretty proud of myself for that because I think we underestimate sometimes how pretty that could be. And I'm just going to use some glue and put down my little banner there. And I'm going to I'm going to use glue for the hashtag and the U. And then I'm going to use some foam squares for the heart. Do you see those fancy scissors right there on my right? Those are the new, they're new to me, but they're not new. They're like the retention scissors. So I'm liking them so far, but I can't give you a full opinion on them yet because I've only used them about 4 times. So far so good. I got the cheaper version, I want to say those are We Are Memory Keepers. I know there's a more expensive one out there, but I wanted to see if I even liked the mechanism first. So anyway. All right, so look at that background. Do you guys love it? So I am putting this heart on that background. I hate to even cover it up, but I feel like just enough peeks through of those colors. And I used the grainy side, the really raised side of the distress paper, and that helped get that look. I'm going to put some Nuvo Sparkle pen. Be very careful if you do this because you don't want to pick up that Distress Oxide. So I got some sparkle on that card, and then I'm going to take another heavyweight cardstock as my base, score that, and then some art glitter glue to put down. I did do the corner rounder punch on the card base also because I've been using these Hero Arts Infinity dies with the rounded ends, and I'm loving them. So I just want to keep everything consistent, even though you don't have to. It still looks very pretty on a regular rectangle cardstock. All right, that's it for the card. But before we go, I wanted to let you know that this is a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away this set that we used here in the video to one lucky winner. I get these sets sent to me from Spellbinders to use in design, and I'm starting to feel like a little bit of an over-consumer. So I would like to share some of the stuff I have. Comment below and let us know what you are looking forward to this summer. I know we're waiting for the weather to break and have a good time, so what are you looking forward to? What's upcoming? I will link everything I used below. If you want to check out Spellbinders, the kit link will be there as well. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you don't want to miss anything from me. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.